The government system of the United States is one of the most influential, complex, and carefully designed political structures in the world. Created over 2 centuries ago with the goal of preventing tyranny, protecting individual freedom, and ensuring that no single person or institution could ever gain absolute power, built upon the U.S. Constitution, the supreme law of the land. The American system divides authority into 3 separate but balanced branches: executive and judicial, each with its own defined powers, responsibilities, and limitations, working together under a framework known as checks and balances to maintain stability, accountability. At the heart of this system is the legislative branch, also known as Congress, which is responsible for making federal law, approving budgets, declaring war, regulating commerce, and representing the voice of the American people. Congress is divided into 2 chambers: the House of Representatives, with 435 members elected every 2 years based on state population, and the Senate, with 100 senators too, from each state elected for 6-year terms, ensuring both population representation and equal state power. The House initiates tax bills and impeachment processes, while the Senate conducts impeachment trials, approves treaties, and confirms presidential appointments such as judges, cabinet members, and ambassadors, creating a balanced system where legislation must pass through both chambers before becoming law. The executive branch, led by the President of the United States, is responsible for enforcing laws, managing national defense, conducting foreign policy, and overseeing federal agencies. The president, elected every 4 years through the Electoral College system, serves as both the head of state and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, granting them authority over military decisions, diplomatic relations, and emergency actions. Supporting the president is the vice president, who also serves as the president of the Senate, and a cabinet made up of heads of executive departments such as defense, state, treasury, homeland security, education, and health, each responsible for managing specialized areas of national policy and administration. These departments, alongside hundreds of federal agencies like the FBI, CIA, NASA, and EPA, carry out daily governmental operations that affect everything from national security and environmental protection to space exploration and public health. The third branch, the judicial branch, interprets and applies the law, ensuring justice and protecting constitutional rights. At the top of this branch stands the U.S. Supreme Court, composed of 9 justices appointed for life by the President and confirmed by the Senate, giving them independence from political pressure. The Supreme Court has the power of judicial review, allowing it to strike down unconstitutional laws, executive actions, and state policies, shaping the legal landscape of a nation through landmark decisions involving civil rights, freedoms, elections, and social issues. Below the Supreme Court are federal courts of appeals and district courts, which handle federal cases involving constitutional disputes, federal crimes, interstate conflicts, immigration, and more. This multi-layered structure ensures that laws are applied fairly and consistently across all states. In addition to the 3 branches, the U.S. government system distributes power between the federal government and the 50 individual states, each with its own constitution, governor, legislature, and courts, operating under a system called federalism, which balances national authority with state autonomy. States control education, local law enforcement, highways, elections, and public health, while the federal government manages defense, foreign policy, nationwide commerce, currency, and immigration, creating a dual structure designed to empower local communities while maintaining national unity. The U.S. is also a representative democracy, meaning citizens elect leaders to make decisions on their behalf, and a constitutional republic, meaning elected officials must follow the Constitution. Americans participate in government through voting in presidential elections, congressional elections, governor races, and state and local ballots. Elections are managed by states. But political parties, primarily Democrats and Republicans, play a powerful role in shaping national policies and voter choices. The system also includes important democratic tools such as free speech, press freedom, peaceful protests, and the right to petition the government, giving citizens the ability to influence laws and hold leaders accountable. The Constitution's amendments play a major role in protecting individual freedoms, including the Bill of Rights, which guarantees freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, the right to bear arms, protection from unreasonable searches, fair trial rights, and protection from cruel punishment. Later amendments expanded voting rights to African Americans, women, and younger citizens, outlawed slavery, and strengthened equality under the law. Another unique feature of the U.S. government is its checks and balances, ensuring that each branch can limit the power of the others. The president can veto laws passed by Congress, but Congress can override vetoes with a 2/3 vote. The Supreme Court can declare laws unconstitutional, but Congress can amend the Constitution or pass new laws. The president appoints judges, but the Senate must approve them. This system often slows down decision-making but prevents rapid abuses of power, making stability more important than speed. Additionally, the U.S. government revolves around the idea of separation of powers, meaning each branch must operate independently and cannot perform the duties of another branch, preventing corruption and maintaining fairness. The federal government also relies on regulatory agencies to enforce specialized laws, from protecting consumers and workers to regulating aviation, medicine, and communication, which allows experts to guide national policy beyond political pressures. The U.S. system is admired for its structure, consistencies, and long-term stability. But it is also debated for issues like political polarization, lobbying, inequality, and the complexity of the Electoral College. Yet despite challenges, the system has endured for more than 235 years, guiding the country through wars, economic crises, social movements, and technological revolutions. Ultimately, the U.S. government system stands as a model of constitutional democracy built on freedom, accountability, transparency, and the rule of law, where the power belongs not to a king or dictator, but to the people themselves, who shape their nation through elections, civic participation, and the timeless principles written in the Constitution.